Welcome to Worldwide Weddings TV, the online TV show of Worldwide Weddings PH. My name is Janae Rabbit, professional host, event planner, and certified wedding specialist of AJT Events Management, also known as hashtag Ask Janae Today. Hello and good evening to everyone. I'm so happy to see you here tonight because we have another special segment that we want to showcase. Of course, here in Worldwide Weddings TV, we feature different wedding experts nationwide and we learn wedding planning while having fun. So, as I mentioned, we have a special segment tonight. So, every Wednesday, our segment is called What Wednesday. So, this is where we get to answer all of your questions, anything under the sun that starts with the word what. Okay, what Wednesdays. And of course, this episode I'm filling in for our segment host, Dane or Diana De La Cruz. So next week you will get to see her, but tonight is our pilot episode of What Wednesdays. Tonight's episode is, of course, brought to you by Aja Deliveries. More than just deliveries, a delivery concierge. Also, of course, our BNI Supreme, the most successful business referral organization of its type in the world, as well as our website partners. That's virtualexpo.ph. We have bridalfair.ph and theweddingreviews.com. So welcome everyone to all of our viewers. If you're watching right now, we want to know where you guys are watching from. So please comment in the chat box. Okay, I see Mercy. Hello. Hello, Miss Ashley, of course. Always watching us. Please do like, tag, and share our Facebook Live to as many people as you know. Lahat ng mga kakilala nyo na magpapakasal, yung mga bagong engaged dyan. Because for sure, ma-addict sila dito sa Worldwide Weddings. They will learn so much and have fun as well. Okay, so every night we want you to make WWTV a daily habit because here you will learn. Okay, so time check muna tayo. Singapore, 8 o'clock p.m. In Dubai, it's 4 o'clock p.m. In UK, it's 1 o'clock p.m. In the US, 8 a.m. And in Australia, 12 midnight. Of course, this show, this TV show that we have is in alignment with our ongoing bridal fair. So it's Worldwide Weddings Online Bridal Fair. Nag-start na siya, nag-open na siya ng January 5 all the way to March 6 with an interactive virtual expo on the last 3 days, which is March 4, 5, and 6. So guys, I want you to watch out for the last 3 days because during this period, the 60-day online bridal fair, you get to check out the suppliers, review them, check if these are the suppliers that you want for your wedding. But on the last 3 days, ito yung last chance nyo to book them. Okay? Again, book them. Why? Because other than getting their wonderful services, syempre, meron tayong bonggang-bonggang raffle here in Worldwide Weddings. And I believe this is already DTI registered. So we're so excited to announce you that the grand prize is 100,000 pesos in cash. Yes, you saw it. You heard it. It's right here. Book and win 100,000 pesos during our online bridal fair. So all you have to do is book any of the suppliers and you get a chance to win. So every 1,000 peso that you reserve or a down payment, that is equivalent to one raffle coupon. Yes! Who wants to win 100,000? Me, I do. Okay, so guys, so check out all of our suppliers. So for our first 30 days, so right now in this month of January, ang makikita nyo ay ang ating mga wedding experts. Pagpasok ng February, that's when you get to meet the rest of the exhibitors. But for January, dito muna tayo sa ating mga wedding experts, yung ating mga bidang-bidang experts. So once again, it's 1,000 peso. Every 1,000 pesos is equivalent to one raffle coupon. Oh, diba? So, let's hear it from our viewers. Ayan, hello, Miss Bonnie, watching from Mandaluyong. Okay, we also have Bondi. Hi. Okay, so si Bondi and si Ashley, I see them every day, guys. Keep it up because it means that on Sunday, when we do our raffle in the community event, kung ilang beses ka nanonood during the week, ganun kadami yung entries mo. O, di ba? So, kaya everyday manood kayo. Alright. We have Chini watching. Hello to you as well. So, guys, keep on sharing. And to all the team replay, counted din kayo. So, make sure that you comment in the chat box. Make your presence felt. Just say hi, hello, and we will take note of your entries. Okay, so, sabi ko, ang topic natin is What Wednesday. So, tonight, we are going to talk about what's up in 2022. So, eto na siya, ang ating list of things that is new for 2022. If you watched our episode last week with Miss MJ Linoy, she also talked about kung ano yung mga nangyari noong 2021 and some of the stuff that, parang predictions for 2022. So, tonight, we're gonna talk about, I have a few slides here to show you, to showcase naman kung ano na nga ba ang mga nagaganap na. As in talagang it's already happening. So, and we believe that these are things that we will continue to happen for 2022. And then after we go through the slides, then we're gonna answer your questions, all of your what questions. So, shout out to Ashley, to Bondi, who else? To Chini, ayan, to Marie Lopez, and all of you guys, all the Soon-to-weds who are watching, ready nyo na yung mga what questions so because I'm going to answer all of them. So, type it in the chat box, and I think we have some mga questions, mga send-in questions na ahead of time, okay, from our community. So, guys, are you ready? Let's talk about what's new in 2022. Let's go for our first slide. Number 1, the virtual save the date. Okay, actually, the virtual save the date has been something that's been done even in the past. Yung ating mga save the date na mga invitations na yung parang please save the date because my wedding is happening on this date. Like kahit wala pa yung formal invitation. But on top of the virtual save the date, guys, part of what's happening for 2022 is also the virtual invitation. Okay, so the save the date and the virtual invitation, they're all very much acceptable for 2022, especially with the pandemic, with the Omicron virus. So talaga namang the more that we keep in mind the safety of our guests, the better it is. So virtual save the date it is, and virtual invitations it is as well for 2022. Should you feel that you need a physical invitation, I would highly recommend that you check out some of our suppliers that can print invitations in the small number, in the small quantity. Kasi itong printout, actual printout, kung mag-printout man kayo, you would be printing maybe at least 5 pieces or maybe 10 pieces, mainly for your souvenir and probably for your parents, and pwede din para sa some of your ninongs and ninangs who are a little bit old-fashioned and would need an actual invitation. But definitely, the virtual save the dates and the virtual invitations is in for 2022. Okay, yes. Now let's go to the second thing that's in for 2022. Okay, let's talk about bridal fashion trends. A lot of us have been contemplating on what kind of gown will I be using for my wedding. Well, for 2022, actually 2021, we've been seeing a lot of minimalist weddings. And so for 2022, it is still going to be all about minimalist wedding gowns. So number 1, pwedeng magkaroon ng second or even third look. Ayan, di ba? As you see in the photo, pwedeng may ipapatong ka lang, ibang look na siya agad. Okay? Or pwede din yung mga simple na mga robes na idadagdag natin as part of the wedding attire. Okay, so that's one thing that will be a trend for 2022. What else? There will also be wedding gowns that are all about sustainability at the forefront, because now and this time and age, we're also very conscious about our environment. making use of materials that are sustainable. Kumbaga, uh, yung mga damit na pwede pa rin masuot even after yung wedding natin. It is pretty much well known that when you wear a wedding gown that is sobrang yung maraming mga embellishments and like the big uh, poof type of gowns, guys, hindi mo na siya magagamit ulit. Very seldom that you'll be able to use it. So, yung mga wedding designers, they're also coming up with designs that are sustainable, which is pwede natin siyang ma-reuse or pwedeng after the wedding i-change natin, i-alter ng konti para pwede pa rin siya magamit for everyday use. So, sustainability at the forefront. Yes, okay? What else? We also have traditional wedding gowns with a twist. So for those of you naman na mga soon-to-weds who are still the traditional type na gusto nyo pa rin yung A-line type of gown, you can come up or you can check out designs that are traditional but with a little bit of a twist. Okay? So may konting variation ng konti kahit na traditional wedding gown. Okay. What else? Other bridal trends for 2022? Okay, eto. Some alternatives to the classic gown. If you've been seeing some of the different posts that I've been seeing, shout out to Bride and Breakfast. No, I've been seeing a lot of their mga articles. Some of the soon-to-weds actually come up with their own interpretation of what their wedding gown can be. It doesn't have to be a classic gown. It could be a cocktail dress. It could be a simple dress. It could be like a Sunday dress look. Guys, it could be anything that you feel matches your personality. So, napakaluwag na ngayon in terms of the designs of the gown. So, for all of the soon-to-weds or the brides out there who want their personality to be reflected sa suot nila and not to be tied down to yung mga nakikita natin sa mga magazine na generic, ayan, you don't have to kumbaga, follow that. You can express your individuality by coming up with your alternatives to a classic gown. Okay? But of course, meron pa din naman tayo ng mga traditional. Feeling ko traditional bride ako. So I'd probably still go with the A-line kind of gown. But some of the designs now are coming up with higher necklines. So here, you can see in the photo, a higher neckline like yung mga, anong tawag dyan? Halter type. Yan. And coming up with a creative way as well, no? Like here in the photo, naka-high neckline siya, pero parang cocktail dress with a long train. O, di ba? So unique. And last but not the least, another wedding trend for 2022 would be gowns with pops of color. So yung may mga color interpretation in their gowns can also be possible. So, ayan, so exciting. I think that for 2022, there are more variations into a wedding gown. A lot of it would be minimalist for sure, but the interpretation of their individuality will be much seen in 2022 gowns. Okay. Right, let's go. Next, what's up in 2022? Okay, the color for 2022. So in the video of MJ last time, she showed there that there are like the greens, the moss greens, yan. But what I found, guys, as a pop of color is the color purple, or well, very Perry. Ayan, syempre hindi ba lang nila yung color, yung name. But actually, it is really purple, diba? In the different shades of purple or lavender. So, these are the colors that will be in for 2022. I know somebody whose favorite color is lavender, and I know she's very happy that 2022, ito ang color. Ayan. So that's, ayan. Ashley. Kasama na si Ashley sa mahilig sa color na purple. So, congratulations to you guys in ang color ng para sa wedding ninyo. So, but some of the other pops of color here, you can see in the slide. So, mix and match of colors. Guys, I think that you will all love the different inspiration. So, we're gonna, remind me, we're gonna make a mood board inside the community and show you guys ano yung interpretation ng purple in a wedding. So, we'll come up with a really cool mood board. Sometimes kasi yung mga brides na hindi masyado makaisip ng idea, no? Pag nakakita na sila ng pictures and they see how the colors apply to the wedding, then they find it more relevant. Parang, ay, pwede pala. Okay, I can see it. It's more feasible. So, when we have it, we'll post it. Okay, you guys watch out for it. It will be inside the community. Okay, so pops of color. Heading the color scheme is very Perry, the Pantone color of the year. All right. Next, we have dry and bleached flowers. Yeah, okay. For 2021, we've seen a lot of these already, yung mga dried flowers. But for 2022, yes, we are still gonna have these, the dried flowers, bleach flowers as well. So yung muted colors ng mga flowers, can you see like the flower here on the left side? It's not the, parang nasa shade of beige, brownish. Yun yung mga colors niya kasi dried flowers sila. But it looks really elegant when you put it in your wedding. Okay, so guys, this is very unique. We're gonna have a discussion about this as well in one of the community events on how you can apply the dried flowers in your wedding as well. Okay, so next we also have the grazing table. Okay, so the grazing table, guys, is one of my favorites. So guys, you can check out, of course, our wonderful wedding experts. So fortunately, we have one of our wedding experts who provides the grazing table, and that is no other than Elitis Kitchen. Yeah, diba? So Elitis Kitchen, shout out to Elitis Kitchen. Watch out for a special episode for Elitis Kitchen where we're gonna get to taste the boxes or the grazing boxes. So of course, grazing boxes, really wonderful. You can opt it as a gift for the soon-to-weds, or rather for the ninongs and ninangs, or you can have it as a gift or as a spread at the actual wedding. Okay, so in the picture, you can see merong box, meron ding naka-spread. So either or, this is very much appreciated by our guests. Yes. Okay, and last but not the least, that's the last one. Okay, guys. So now I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to type in your questions for 2022. But before that, mag-commercial muna tayo saglit. I want to show once again our wedding experts. So can we play our slide with our wedding experts? Because I want to remind all of you guys that for the whole month of January, we are showcasing our wedding experts. So please do check them out, especially for those of you who just logged in right now. So ladies and gentlemen, our wedding experts. There you have it, guys. Our wedding experts. Okay, so gaya na sinabi ko, Elite's Kitchen, part of the list. So, for 2022, it's definitely in. So, isama nyo na sa listahan na i-check out nyo ang Elite's Kitchen. Okay, so now, I'm ready for our questions. So, we're gonna give you enough time to type in your questions. But I do know that we already have some soon-to-weds who sent in their information. So, yeah, let's go and flash some of the questions. Okay. Ayan. Okay, so here we go. What are the documents that we need to prepare before getting married? From Bride Angel. Okay, so this is one of the most common questions. And fortunately, guys, okay, we are on season 3 already for season 1 and season 2. We have a very special and detailed episode that covers this discussion. Okay, so I want you to message us directly so we can send you the link para mapanood nyo yung episode on this one. Okay, but to give you a great overview right on the spot right now, some of the main documents that you need to prepare when you're preparing for your wedding includes, number 1, your birth certificate. Okay, so birth certificate, isunod mo na sa birth certificate ay yung baptismal certificate. Okay, lalo na mga ano tayo, Kristiyano tayo. So, ayan, birth certificate, baptismal certificate, okay? And then, another document that you need to prepare is the CENOMAR, okay? What is the CENOMAR? It stands for Certificate of No Marriage, okay? So, ayan. So, 1, 2, 3. Okay, what else? Number 4, if you're gonna do a Catholic wedding, for sure, you're gonna need your confirmation certificate as well. Okay, so bukod sa baptismal certificate, kailangan mo din ng confirmation certificate. Okay, so those are the main documents that you need. And panglima, although yung panglima kasi, connected siya dun sa ibang documents. Okay, so yung panglima is you need to apply for a marriage license. So in order for you to apply for a marriage license, ayun, kailangan mo yung birth certificate and yung CENOMAR. Okay? So those are the documents that you need, whether you are a civil wedding or a church wedding. Definitely yung dalawa na sinabi ko, which is the birth certificate and the certificate of no marriage, is super, super important. Okay, so I hope that answers that question, Bride Angel. Okay. Ayan. Okay, oh yeah. Okay, so let's read the comment of Ashley. Sabi ni Ashley, okay, what is your say, Miss Janae? Okay, medyo mahaba yung question niya. Okay, what is your say, Miss Janae, sa mga couples na kukuha ng souvenir? Ano ba ang dapat i-consider dito? Okay, yan, number 1 question niya. Number 2, tungkol naman sa makeup, need ba airbrush or okay na ba yung traditional? And number 3, tungkol sa photo video, need ba talaga ng SDE or ano ang say nyo rito? Wow! Ganda. Ganda ng mga questions. Okay, guys. So, Ashley, let's answer the first question about the souvenirs. Okay? Ano ba dapat ang i-consider? Okay, for souvenirs, number 1, we need to consider the bride and the groom. Okay? Sa akin, very important yung, yes, you are giving a gift, okay, to the guests, but at the same time, it is also a reflection of who you are. Di ba? Medyo chicken and egg, di ba? Sino bang i-consider mo, yung bride and groom or yung mga bisita? Okay? But siguro sa akin, you go back to you guys as a couple. What's your personality? Are you the type of couple who's very practical? Yan, yun yung personality nyo. Very simple na tao lang kayo. So, I think na the type of giveaway or souvenir that you should consider are those that are also reflecting your personality. For me, that's a best way, okay? So kung Sabi ko nga kung medyo practical kayo ng mga tao, pwedeng yung mga giveaways nyo is yung mga items that are usable. So, pwedeng yung mga face mask, o di kaya yung mga alcohol, ayan, or di naman kaya yung uso din yun eh, yung neck tag, ayan, di ba? So, parang yung mga items that the couple or the both the couple and the recipient of the gift will be able to use. Okay? So, but if your personality naman is you're very let's say plantito or plantita, ganyan, 'di ba? So then you can come up with gift items, souvenirs that are plants, like the mini plants or the seeds, ganyan. So I believe that you should consider something that reflects your personality because it is your wedding. Okay? But as a word of caution, okay, if you are on a budget, the souvenirs naman kasi can be sobrang simple. It doesn't have to be anything expensive. So if when you do your budget planning and parang medyo wala na sa budget yung para sa pang souvenirs, pwede namang hindi na mag-souvenir for all of the guests. Pwedeng mag-gift ka na lang para sa ninong-ninang, gano'n, or dun sa mga abay. And then the rest of the guests, kahit pwedeng thank you note or something that's more creative that doesn't have to spend a lot of money. Okay, so think about that. Now for the makeup, airbrush or a traditional, okay, this one, my answer to this is do a trial makeup, okay, because it still depends on the skin. Of course, airbrush, they say, is better, will stay longer, lighter on the skin and will stay longer. But hindi naman po ibig sabihin na yung traditional ay hindi naglalast. Okay? So, you just have to have a trial makeup. Okay? So, para makita niyo kung ano yung the best para sa inyo. And number 3, tungkol sa photo video, need ba talaga ng SDE? Or ano sa inyo rito? My answer is no, not necessarily. So, I've had couples who don't have a same day edit video. So, no, it doesn't have to be a prerequisite. However, a lot of the couples that I know who want to spend money on the SDE is because they spent a lot of money on, say, the styling, o di naman kaya yung mga decorations, ayan, o di kaya yung caterer, ayan, gumastos sila ng medyo malaki, so they want to be able to capture the moment through the same day edit video. So, but again, it is up to you and your groom to decide. Okay. Ayan, daming question ni Ashley. Sa kanya pa lang. Ang dami ng what. Okay. And then sabi ni Ashley, pasama na rin Miss Janae, sana yung marrying under Article 34 Affidavit of Cohabitation. Okay. I am not sure about this, but I think ito ba yung parang common law wife na ba? Yun yung parang magkasama na kayo for a long time. If I'm not mistaken, if this is it, okay, from what I understand, you still have to do the same marriage requirements kahit na you are living together. Okay, so kailangan pa din yung mga documents na yun kasi isasubmit pa rin siya so that you can have your marriage license. Okay, now some municipalities have different requirements. So it is best to go and visit the city that you are in. Okay? And when it comes to applying for the marriage license, it is only one city. So kunwari, yung isa Las Piñas and then yung partner mo is Quezon City. So pili lang kayo kung alin doon. So it doesn't have to be both. So kung Las Piñas, pwedeng sa Las Piñas. Kung Quezon City, Quezon City. Just pick one. Okay, next question. Okay, let's flash. Okay, we have a question here from, okay, sino natin? Si Chini. Chini? Okay, what is the comfortable outfit para kay foreign groom, barong or suit? Nice question. Okay, so for our foreigner grooms, you know what? I've seen foreigners who actually want to experience wearing a barong. So, yes, you can let them wear a barong. I suggest that you bring them muna to SM May mga barong do'n, pasukatin mo muna siya, ayan. Para makita niya yung feel, look and feel kung, feeling ba niya nasa style niya yung gano'n klaseng, attire or outfit. So, the barong, puwede 'yun, punta kayo sa mall and mag-try out ng, ready to wear. But you know what? There is what we call a barong suit. O, di ba? A barong suit, if you don't know yet, is a unique creation that our designers have come up with, which is basically a suit. So, suit pa din siya, but the material that is used is made of the material that is used in a barong. Oh, di ba? Napaka-ingenious talaga ng mga Pilipino. So, the barong suit, so talagang suit talaga siya. You get to wear the suit, but yung material niya, so pwede may pinya husi, may pinya, may, basta kung ano yung mga materials na nagagamit sa ano, sa barong, yun din yung mga options na ginagamit doon sa suit. Okay, so that gives your groom additional options. Okay, so thank you for that. I hope that answers your questions, Chini. Okay, let's go and answer question of Bondi. Bondi says, would it be possible po ba to have a DIY wedding if the couple is planning to get married on the third quarter of 2022? Okay, my answer to that is yes. Okay, so Bon, DIY weddings is possible, okay, but it comes with a price, okay? It comes with a price. Okay, no, not in terms of monetary price, but in terms of the effort that you have to put into for a DIY wedding, okay? So a DIY wedding is definitely possible. First things first, you need to start looking at what are your resources as early as now. Who are the wedding experts in your circle, okay? Because having a DIY wedding will require the help of a lot of people in order to execute it perfectly. So, but definitely if you're doing a DIY, you can still do that kahit nasa third quarter of 2022. It's just a matter of knowing what you want and knowing what you have and knowing who you have. Okay? Who you have is very important kasi imagine mo, Bon, on the day of your wedding, hindi pwedeng ikaw yung nag-aasikaso ng mga bagay-bagay. So kaya very important ang iyong team na bubuin mo, your dream team na bubuin mo for your wedding day so that during the wedding, kahit na DIY siya, meron pa ring support system that is taking care of all the plans that you have prepared for. Okay. Yeah, so Bon, if you are definitely doing a DIY, I highly recommend you watch as many videos as possible in Worldwide Weddings TV. Even watch the replays. Go to YouTube. We have so many episodes there so that you can get a lot of tips and advice from our different wedding experts. Okay. All right. Thank you for those questions. Ayan, meron ba tayong next question dyan? Ayan, sabi ni Chini, very helpful, Miss Janae. Thank you. Okay, so much sa idea. I love it. Okay, thank you, Lyndon, for supporting us tonight as well. Okay, so if you have more questions, just type it in. But I think we have two more questions. Am I correct? We have other questions that came from our community. Ayan, can we flash those questions as well? Okay. Ayan, okay. Yes, from Bride Irene. Okay. So, ang dami nating mga marami po kasing mga community members na mga shy type. So, they send in their questions. So, if you're the shy type, it's okay. You can do the same. You can send in your questions and we will answer them all on a Wednesday during What Wednesdays. Okay, so the question is, what kind of decorations should I get if my budget is tight? Okay. Irene, that's a good question. Ito ang isasagot ko sa'yo. Instead of coming up with decorations, you know what? Come up with a wedding venue that is already beautiful. Ayan, already beautiful that you don't have to put so much decorations anymore. Oh, di ba? Naisip mo ba yon? For example, if you do a beach wedding is already beautiful in itself, di ba? The wide sky, the water, the sand, ganyan. Sobrang minimal na lang ang idadagdag mo na decorations. Kasi nga, the beach wedding is beautiful already. Okay, another suggestion. What if yung venue mo naman is garden wedding? O, di ba? So, if the garden is beautiful, it has beautiful greens, so, konti na lang ang idadagdag mo. So, di ba? When it comes to decorations, the theme of the wedding also matters, because if your theme is also minimalist, so let's say hindi ka nag garden wedding or hindi ka nag beach wedding, pero ang theme mo naman is minimalist wedding, so then the decorations are also very simple. So, para yung gastos natin is minimal din, right? So those are some ideas if you are on a tight budget. But other ways to also work on the budget is when you can recycle certain things. So the good thing here is when you talk to your caterer, if you're doing a caterer, most of the caterers, they already have some decorations that are part of their package. So you can ask them kung ano ba yung included na sa package nila, so that you don't have to add expenses. Okay? So, ayan, there are 1,001 ways to skin a cat, as they say. So, you just have to be very creative. Okay, so thank you, Bride Irene. I hope I answered your question. So now let's go to another question from Bride Andre. What is the best month for an outdoor wedding to be set? Okay, so I will tell you already kung ano ba ang mga buwan ng bagyo. Ayan, nagsisimula sa buwan ng, ano bang buwan? August? Tama ba ako? August, September, October. Ayan, November. Yan. Yung mga panahon po na binabagyo po tayo. So, I highly recommend huwag po tayong mag-outdoor wedding sa mga panahon na yun. Or kung mag-outdoor wedding man tayo, ay mag-ready po tayo sa tent. Okay? Because ang tent ay napaka-importante. Huwag naman sana bagyo, di ba? Unfortunately, pati December, inabot po tayo ng bagyo. So, kaya sa akin, as soon as it starts ng August, ayan, minsan nga may July pa, diba? Minsan may mga bagyo pa ng July. So, minsan July, August, ayan, medyo maulan na yung time na yan. So, medyo hit and miss na tayo on some parts of the month. The months that are safe for you would be March, April, May. Ayan, March, April, May. Ayan. Kaya lang, syempre, outdoor, mainit din. So, diba? Ano yan? Give and take. So, outdoor, hindi uulan, pero medyo mainit. So, yung kailangan mo naman mag-ready ng mga iwata fan, ganyan. Or kung outdoor man siya is, meron pa ding good ventilation para yung mga guests natin will still be okay kahit na mainit. Or kung mainit man, pwedeng gawin natin hapon para hindi na masyadong mainit. Mainit man, hindi naman masyado. Yan. Okay, so, but that's a very good question, Bride Andre, because it is quite challenging to pick a date. But for those of you who are picking dates, you know what? One way to also be smart about picking your date is pick a date that is not a peak season. Okay, peak season is definitely a time where you cannot negotiate on the prices of the suppliers. Okay, ano ba yung mga peak season na yan? And no, it's not June. Okay, it's not June. It's actually the month of December and January. Those are the peak seasons. So, ito yung mga time na talagang ang daming weddings. Almost every day may wedding. So, if you want to maximize your budget, get the bang for your buck, get the bang for your buck, make sure that you don't pick those months, because those months, definitely, yung mga suppliers natin, mataas po ang presyo, or kung hindi man mataas ang presyo is no discount. Kasi po, talagang in demand po talaga sila during those months. Alright! Okay, guys, so I think this has been quite a fruitful What Wednesdays. Ang dami nating mga questions na nasagot. So if you guys have more questions, just type it in the chat box or messages on our Facebook page. Don't worry because iipunin namin lahat yan, lahat ng questions na yan, i-ready namin for next Wednesday. And you know what? We might even bring in some answers by our wedding experts. So please make sure that you send in your questions for What Wednesdays. All right. So, did you guys enjoy that? Comment in the chat box if you learned from our episode tonight, our What Wednesday. So, of course, our special raffle is every Sunday night during our community event. So, make sure that you watch the community event because that's when we will raffle off your names and get a chance to win some special prizes. Okay, so our community event, once again, is every Sunday. And of course, we want to invite you to like our Facebook page, our YouTube channel, subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. And if you have other topics that you want us to discuss, please feel free to message us and let us know. Okay, so on behalf of the official host for this segment, which is Diana De La Cruz, my name is Janae Raves, Certified Wedding Specialist and Head Organizer of Worldwide Weddings PH. So once again, if you are a Filipino and you are planning to get married in the Philippines, then definitely you are in the right place. Watch Worldwide Weddings TV every day at 8 o'clock p.m. Worldwide Weddings TV, helping Filipino brides and grooms around the world.